Yo, yo, yo. So I've got the test pipes on. The G pistol in AC Freon, so it needs a new AC compressor, so it's not going anywhere because it's 100 some odd degrees. Impossible to be driven. Or I just won't do it without AC because I don't want to sweat my ass off. So I took this thing out last night with the test pipes and the cat back and did some races. I got gapped a lot, so I'm gonna do the drop-in tubes, and then I'm gonna clean those K&N filters. And I have a PCV. I have the PCV delete, and I'm gonna put on for the front port. So these are for ISR. I don't know if these have been trimmed yet. It kind of looks like they have been trimmed. Supposedly you have to trim them a little bit to make them fit for the stock boxes. So we'll see once I pull this off. So once that's off, that's all a bunch of those push clips. It's a 10-10. I don't think those are 8s, but you can just use a flathead. We're gonna take these off so we can get the box and the filters off, and then we'll do those. I'm sure you all know on these Qs, when you take the stock boxes off, if I can get that off, these clips right here usually break. Luckily for some reason none of mine are broken there, but you can see on this side that's broken and that's broken. What I decided to do is drill a hole here and a hole there so I can zip tie it so it's still tight. Hopefully not gonna have to do it on this one, so I'm gonna take these off. We're gonna get these filters clean and slap the silicone tubes in. This is what's gonna come out of these when I gross. These things are pretty easy. I like to blow them out with a air compressor to get as most of the dust off as possible. Soak them with this shit. And then I'm gonna rinse this one out with some water. You can see it's pretty dirty. And then I'm gonna spray it with Power Clean, let them sit for 5 minutes, then you rinse them out with water again and air dry. Use a pair of needle nose to prong this. That will release this piece, and then you can get this back one, and then there's a 10 milli right here, and it gets rid of this stupid ass PCV system. Nice, throttle body's clean AF. These are clean now. Once you spray them, do both sides, do it twice, and let them air dry. It takes like 20-30 minutes. In the sun, won't take that long, but I had been fighting with these intake things. So I bought these PCV connection breathers that I'm assuming are probably for the G37 and 370Z and whatnot, but they just do not line up at all to these, no matter what way I do it. So kind of gonna copy what I have on my G37. Sorry, my allergies are killing me. I just have a rubber hose on the PCV to a filter, and I actually have that on both of them. You can see there, and where's that other filter? There it is down there. So I'm just gonna copy that straight up across now, since these aren't gonna work. I'm gonna need to get a 5/8 fitting to plug this, and I'm gonna need a fitting for this. So stay tuned. Another thing, I had to cut one of these. I don't know if I thought I was gonna have to cut it to make it fit with the PCVs. I don't know if you actually do need to cut it or not. So I got one side fit. I don't have any bolts or anything locking it down yet, but clamps will go on good here. I have the CZP PCV delete. I'm gonna cap these 2 ports. Now everything's gonna be fully vented. I still gotta swap out that fitting, and gonna have to play with the fitment there too, but should be good. Sadly, I do not have a 23 millimeter socket, and that's what this plastic fitting is. So I'm just using a crescent wrench, and then you can and there's the star PCV fitting. I know they say, everyone says don't use the oil filter, so I've never had an issue using the oil filters. You don't soak it. I just did one super light coat. And don't slap them in right after they're oiled either. Put them in front of a fan or let them sit in the sun. And EPS kit is in. My issue was the fitment with this. I got a little bit of room on top of that coil pack, so it should be good. That side clears there. I need to chop up my other little filter, get them in that hole, and should be good to piece it back together. So I was able to go to the hardware store, and I got two, these are 3/4 plugs, and they fit absolutely perfectly inside that hole. Just push it in there as hard as you can. I'm gonna throw a zip tie on it, even though the zip tie is probably not gonna do anything. Just there for precaution, and we'll get the cover back on. All right. Well, that's all complete now. You got that, like I said, that cap or plug inside there. These are all torqued down. They fit okay. We'll see how the blow by is, and should be good to get a tune now. I just need to get my oil cooler installed and that new lip. All right, no check engine lights, we're good. Everything's all sealed. I guess we'll be able to find out. I know I tightened the shit out of those, so they're not gonna be leaking on the valve cover. And everything should be good.